Yeah, I have a question on solving an equation, and it was the absolute value of x squared plus 6x equals 9.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you know the first thing I'm going to ask you, right?
Yeah, what does absolute value mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that means the distance away from 0.
Very nice. What's the thing that is 9 away from 0?
9 and negative 9.
Very nice. So this entire statement really just says the distance away from 0 of whatever is on the inside is 9. So
Hmm.
that means that x squared plus 6x could what?
Could equal 9.
Is that it?
No, you have to do another one where it's like x squared plus 6x equals negative 9.
How come?
Because it's saying the same thing, it's distance. And
So
it's
this is saying that if the inside here was
mhm.
negative 9, that would also work because the distance away of negative 9 is still 9. So that would be an answer. So really we're saying this whole thing here could be 9
Mhm.
or negative 9 because both of them have a distance away of 9.
Okay.
Good. How would we take, which one do you want to start with and how do you want to run it?
Um, I know how to do the first one, which was on the left, and you just make it equal to 0. So you do minus 9, and then you would factor that out into, hold on, to x plus 3 and then x plus 3.
Does that look the same?
Uh, yes. Oh wait, no, because it's a
Mm,
negative 9.
yeah.
Um,
So as it turns out, that's actually what's going to work out for this one over here. X squared plus
yeah.
6x plus 9 here will be something you can factor out into x plus 3.
Okay, yeah, and then that one would give you x equals 3. Yeah, x plus 3 equals 0, and then x plus 3 equals 0. And that just gives you x equals negative 3, x equals negative 3. But
Yep,
you would only write it once, right?
yep, because otherwise it's
Oh,
just redundant.
okay. Yeah, so then for the other part, I didn't know what to do for that one because it didn't make sense how it wasn't like factoring out properly.
Okay, so how do we solve these things here if we can't factor them out? Remember, factoring these things out into the quadrants is kind of the easiest approach
Um,
we could use for these types of problems, but it's not the only thing we could use. We kind of want to go through some strategies in level of increasing difficulty. Factoring is
oh,
one, what's another?
uh-huh. The quadratic formula, right?
Quadratic formula is a really good one-stop shop.
Okay.
After this, it's intimidating, but it works out
Hmm.
well. So I like to kind of write this off to the side. A equals 1, B equals 6, C equals negative 9, and we can go through the quadratic formula. What's that one again?
Uh, y equals x squared. Wait, no. Negative b
Okay, so it's
plus
x
or minus
equals, because we're trying to
x
find an x value that makes this true, but you're right, it's the opposite of b, so opposite of 6.
plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and then all that it's over 2a.
Okay, so let's simplify this up a little bit.
Oh. So then you would do what's inside the square root, you would simplify it to 72.
Yep,
And then you take the square root of that. Oh wait, you can't. You
maybe not
you can
easily.
simplify the bottom, yeah.
We could try simplifying the 72. I don't know. That would come out to 2 and 36. 36 would be 2 and 18. 18 would be 2 and 9. 9 would be 3 and 3. So I think we write square root of 72 as being the same thing as square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so is there anything we can pull out front?
The two twos and the two threes, so that would be 6.
Good, we can pull a 2 and a 3 out front. So that would be
Mm-hmm.
2 and a 3, leaving a 2 behind. And that would be, yes, 6
Mm-hmm.
square root of 2. So
Mm-hmm.
minus 6 plus or minus 6 square root of 2 over 2.
Over 2. Okay, and would you simplify the -6 with the 2 on the bottom?
You need to simplify the entire top with the 2 on the bottom. So whenever you're dividing everything by 2, you need to divide everything by 2.
Oh, okay. So then you would do -3 plus or minus 3 square root of 2.
Very nice, because you can read this off the story. It says I have -6, so I don't know, I have the opposite of 6 things, and I have 6 square roots of 2. If I want to divide those into 2's, that would be, okay, 6 divided by 2 gets me my 3, and 6 square roots of 2 divided into 2 would be still 3. So it's 3's across the board here.
Okay, and you don't divide by 2 the square root of 2?
No, because in here, this is a term. So a term just means kind of an element in our story. Here, this
Uh-huh.
square roots of 2 is a story. I have 6 of these square roots of 2. So here you have it. We'll call this square root of 2, and here's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right?
Uh-huh.
Divide these into 2's, and what you have is 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups of root 2, and that's what this means, is if you divide it into 2's, you have
Mhm.
3.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.